Now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to a Monday night edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Some Borders Hotline, you know the drill. Give us a call at 412-575-2600, or you can tweet us at Katie Pomp, at Gene Collier. We're here to talk and exchange ideas about sports. The day after the Super Bowl, and we saw a real snoozer, in my opinion. I know Gene Collier of the Post-Gazette is a real football...
Himself a real snoozer.
I was going to say a real purist, but you jumped me there. So, but I know you like defensive football, so you must have really liked this game.
I liked it fine. I thought it was tense and really well played on defense and really well schemed out by the defensive coordinators, who were very talented. A lot of talented defensive players. It really was the best job against Tom Brady since Keith Butler held him to a touchdown here December 17th. I thought it was a good Super Bowl. It was really tense.
Yeah, but it didn't have a lot of drama there, and I got to the point where I was like,
it was 3-3 going into the fourth quarter.
I know that.
What do you want?
No drama. So if I had told you the game would have been tied heading into the fourth quarter, people would have bought that, but they wouldn't have known what the over and under was, and they wouldn't. One touchdown in the whole game, 14 punts. Yeah. I looked at the first 8 possession charts for the Rams. Punt, 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 punt. That's it. Punts, yeah. All punts. So, having said that, let's digress into the commercials. Did you like anyone in particular?
I liked them all fine. The one that stood out to me was the Andy Warhol commercial. I thought it was kind of photoshopped or put together, but apparently it's actually raw video of Andy Warhol, and I wasn't even sure it was Andy Warhol, and it really made me hungry for a Whopper, if nothing else.
It did, but he had a problem, and Pittsburgher should never have a problem getting that ketchup out of the bottle. You know where to hit it. He didn't do that.
Yeah, you would think he would know that.
He should know that. All right, that was a good one. I thought
probably got ripped on Twitter for that.
The NFL 100-year one was outstanding. I thought that was my favorite. And just to get those guys together and to do it the way they did it.
It was really good. And so was the Washington Post one.
The Washington Post was good, yes. Pure journalistic stuff. I like that. There are a lot of good ones on it.
What were you going to say about getting those guys together?
No, I mean to get them all together.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
To do that and to keep it quiet, no one knew. And then Juju Smith-Schuster's in there, but no Antonio Brown. So what do you think he's thinking tonight?
I don't think he likes it.
Do you think he was even asked?
I don't know the shooting schedule on that one. I think it would depend on when it was shot.
Or maybe he got a phone call and he didn't return it.
Yeah, or maybe they told him when to be there and he wasn't there.
Or maybe he's him right now.
Yeah.
That's a possibility,
it's
too.
about time, yeah.
All right, well, Tom Brady, 6 championships. There's not much you can say. They're going to come back and try to do it again. And right now, Gene, if you look at Westgate, and there are a lot of these sites out there, some vary a little bit, but most have the New England Patriots as the team to beat. And I would suspect this offseason they're going to go out and change a lot of things, even though they won. But they would. It wouldn't be surprising to me to see them go out and make a big free agent splash, do something to freshen it up. Because I don't think this was their best team. I think they got hot at the right time. They got a nice little gift-wrapped opportunity by getting the number 2 seed because the Steelers didn't do what they should have done, and the Texans didn't do what they should have done, and they took full advantage of it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It wasn't their best team, but they lost 5 times, all on the road, all to teams that didn't make the playoffs. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a great Patriots team, but they have a great receiver in Edelman. No one can cover that guy. It's unbelievable how he gets open in the middle of the field. And, without him, I don't see them getting to the Super Bowl.
Right. Always third down, too. I mean, he comes up clutch every time he has that opportunity. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll get your calls in. Call right now. It's 412-575-2600. We'll also get into the Penguins, who are getting ready for the Carolina Hurricanes tomorrow. I talked to Jim Rutherford today just about if he's done or not before the trade deadline. You'll get that interview at 11 o'clock tonight on KDKA TV Sports. We'll also get into the Pirates, who tomorrow are going to be packing up and heading south. We'll get Gene's take on the Pirates, who signed Francisco Liriano. And we want your take. 412-575-2600. Give us a shout right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, 7 nights a week on Pittsburgh CW.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows.